Hey, what's going on everyone? My name is Trogdor and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are starting the 6th week of the PTL. If you've been following this league up to this point, good for you. It's been a whole lot of fun so far and we're in the middle third now, week number 6. So yeah, toss a like if you've been enjoying this season so far. And if you're somehow new to the PTL, I've got, all previous 5 weeks up on my channel. You can go check all that jazz out. Anyway, today I've got a team builder for the 6th week. My opponent is Gray, who is basically the dad of the entire league. This is his baby. I'm helping him run it as much as I can and all that jazz. So all that being said, I intend to win, obviously, but it's not one of those things where it's like, oh, Gray's so nice and cool for beating this league. I'm not going to be nice in this game. I'm going to be kind of mean, and we're going to see what I mean by that, like how gross and mean I'm going to be. Anyway, so I'm going to talk about Gray's team. It's really interesting. First of all, he's got Zygarde 50%, which I had in the NSTL previously, which it was kind of a mixed bag. I was expecting it to be the best in the world, and it wasn't. And Gray was like, I'm going to do better with Zygarde, nerd. And so far, he kind of hasn't. It's one of those things where it's you just have to have the immediate just emergency button of Zygarde sets up a Dragon Dance. You got to have something to deal with it just right away. So yeah, Zygarde is spoopy. He's also got Victini, Tangrowth, Vaporeon, Mandibuzz, Ribombee, Lycanroc, that's Dayform, Cofagrigus, Hitmonchan. What is that? That's the baby Toxapex, Marianne or something like that. Then he's got Zebstrika and Mega Steelix. So immediate threats on Gray's team are Zygarde. Yeah, I have answers to that stuff. Ribombee is one of the kill leaders in the entire league. And so is, regular Lycanroc, not so much. It's not nearly as up there as Duskform, which I think is the current league leader. He's got Victini, which is I believe one of his Z users. So that's pretty insane. Zebstrika is kind of threatening to my team. It's really fast, and I don't have, very good ground type on my team. Tangrowth and Vaporeon are super fat. Steelix is super fat. And Hitmonchan is quite a reliable spinner. So let's talk about what I'm bringing. I am starting off my team with Aegislash because, okay, he's got Mandibuzz, and I've got Aegislash. Mandibuzz beats Aegislash. Aegislash uses Head Smash. Aegislash wins. That's all I'm going to say about that. But, okay, actually, I think this is a really fun set because, back in early, 6th gen, when Aegislash was, the king of everything in the world, Mandibuzz was, that #1 counter. So there are teams that literally made the Aegislash that broke Mandibuzz. So I'm running Head Smash, Iron Head, Shadow Sneak, and King's Shield. Aegislash is pretty good for me this game. I switch in on things like Ribombee and Hitmonchan quite well. King's Shield, the idea is Hitmonchan wants to go for a spin, right? I switch in immediately because I'm gonna want to, keep some certain hazards up. You'll see that. It doesn't affect me at all. He's probably gonna be AV or Bandit or something, so I can go for the King's Shield, get him down to the attack, force the switch, and go into something else. And Ribombee, it's Aegislash threatens Ribombee so well. It can set up on me, sure. It can run HP Fire, but I've got a ton of bulk, and I hit it so hard with Iron Head and Head Smash. So it's I go for the Iron Head as he switches into Mandibuzz, and then, do the King's Shield as he foul plays, and then the Head Smash, and it basically dies. Or I could just Head Smash the Ribombee and just destroy his hopes and dreams. So Aegislash is going to be great for me, obviously, because it's great every match, but it might be one of those things where Gray is so sure that he can deter me with Mandibuzz that I won't bring it, but it's joke's on you, nerd. Could be one of those things. If he doesn't bring the Mandibuzz against my Aegislash, that'll be great too, because then I can just wreck shop however much I need, but I do need to have this insurance. So next we have, you can probably see it right here, my Alolan Ninetales, because Ninetales and Sandslash, where's Sandslash on my icon thing here? It should be yeah, Sandslash runs through his team. Like, I've got Icicle Spear, Iron Head, Knockoff, and Swords Dance. If I get to +2 behind the Auroraville, I just completely destroy his team. One of those reasons is because of Icicle Spear. So Zygarde might be Yachi Berry, Tangrowth might be Yachi Berry, Mandibuzz could be, who knows? But it just runs through his team. I did a couple mock battles, and both of them, Sandslash went like 4-1 and then 4-0. I'm not even kidding. Like, this is my win con this week. But yeah, I'm going to play it safe at first, see what I need to deal with. Like, if he's got the Mega Steelix, I'm not going to bring this in for a while. It depends on what Zygarde can do. If he switches in Cofagrigus on the right turn, that would be unfortunate because I'd lose my speed. But then, of course, I can just switch out. Hitmonchan with the Mach Punch will we'll do like, behind Aurora Veil, we'll do like something like just about 50%. So Mach Punch without the Aurora Veil will Oko me, like, even with my advancement. So I'm going to have to, you know, be careful about switching between Ninetales and Aegislash. But Aegislash is just like such an easy switch into Hitmonchan that I can go back into Ninetales. I believe Moonblast is an Oko. He might be AV, and then in which case it's a 2-hit KO, but, you know, I can just get back up my Aurora Veil. Icy Rock is there because I need like 3 or 4 turns to set up with Sandslash. This has been I run a similar strategy in, I think it was week 2 or 3, where, you know, I just needed the Hail up longer than the Veil so that I can have, like, on the last turn of the Aurora Veil, I go for my Swords Dance, and then I've got like 3 or 4 more turns of the Hail up to do some damage. And then hopefully, you know, his team is weakened enough that I can do some more damage with things like my Latias, which is coming. So my original idea with Latias was to be a Choice Scarf set because, you know, you need that for Zygarde. But I noticed how many switches that it forces against his team, so I just thought of going for a sub Calm Mind set, which was cool. But then I decided to just go Calm Mind 3 attacks because of how much coverage I need. I decided on the combination of Surf, Psychic, and Dragon Pulse. That will hit the majority. I'm actually going to change that to Draco Meteor because that nets me like certain KOs. I know Calm Mind and Draco is a little bit weird, but it's like, you know, it's great because if I'm at -1, I don't have to switch out all the time. I can still like do a ton of damage to things like a Hitmonchan or a Mariani. It might give Zygarde an easy mode, but it's like if the Victini is, you know, Z Sunny Day, I can still do a good chunk with Surf at -1, but it all depends on, it really depends on like what he brings. Because, okay, he's got 12 team members, so exactly half of them are coming. So while everything is, you know, a little bit threatening to me a team, knowing that only 6 of these can show up is pretty awesome because, yeah, it all depends on what he brings, but my team can, you know, deal with it regardless. Next up, I've got Galvantula because even though I have my Hail strategy, it's still nice to have Galvantula there because Ribombee can't set up nearly as easily. It'll have to get to like +2 before I can do anything. And yeah, so the whole idea is I outspeed his entire team like at neutral speed, so this will really, really help against any potential Scarfers. Like Zygarde could be Scarfed, Victini could be Scarfed. Helps against potential setup like Zygarde and Ribombee. They're gonna have to get to they're gonna have to use 2 turns of setup basically once I get webs up, and you know, I've got an awesome spin blocker in Aegislash that'll help those stay up. So that'll make my life easier with Sandslash, of course. It'll make my life easier with Ninetales, which can still put in work. So I've got, yeah, Dark Pulse, Moonblast, and Freeze Dry. Nothing can wall me super. Dark Pulse, you know, I'll hit Victini, which is otherwise a really, really safe switch into Ninetales. So hopefully it's like turn 1, I go for the Aurora Veil, which is to Victini. I go for the Dark Pulse as he goes for the Z Sunny Day because, like, you know, that'll get him to neutral amount of speed after the webs. And then I go for Dark Pulse to KO him. I believe it's 2 KO after like 1 turn of hail or something. So I've got Dark Pulse for that reason. Freeze Dry because ice coverage is good, and I don't want Vaporeon to wall me for days. And then it hits, you know, the Tangrowth, the Zygarde, all that jazz. So, and lastly, I have my Mega Slowbro. It's in regular form here just because, you know, I kind of need to, but I don't need to run any weird calcs. I'm just going max physical defensive, 3 attacks and slack off, because similar to Latias, I need the coverage. Like, I don't want one thing in particular to wall me. Like, I don't want Mandibuzz to wall me. I don't want Vaporeon to wall me. I was thinking of doing like a Rest Talk, Calm Mind, and then like Stab set, but there's going to be one thing that walls me. Otherwise, it would like wreck shop. Like, if Vaporeon didn't have Water Absorb, I'd obviously just run Rest Talk, Calm Mind, Scald. If Mandibuzz wasn't immune to Psychic, I'd obviously run Rest Talk, Calm Mind, Psychic. So I think this is my best bet with Recovery. I'm still prone to Toxic, but his likely Toxic users I can switch into Aegislash super easily. Like, what is it? Cofagrigus maybe, the Tangrowth. Hitmonchan might even run Toxic. It did that in one of my mocks. But yeah, Slowbro, you know, need that to switch into things like Zygarde, things like Victini. But I am expecting a special Victini. But so if it is special Victini, it's going to be a little bit more tricky. But I've got Latias with my, you know, Surf, and I'm pretty specially bulky. Can get to +1. And his stabs aren't doing that much to me. And then he's probably also going to be running... It's probably going to be something like Thunder. And then... What's the special fire move that Victini runs? I'm not sure. And then, like... Does he need an ice move? Yeah, either way, Latias can wall a potentially special Victini. And Slowbro can wall a potentially physical Victini. So... that's my team for this week. I've been going on a little bit more. I've put a little bit more thought into this game than other ones. But yeah, I'm hoping that I can wear him down enough such that Sandslash can end up sweeping. And yeah, I'm about to go get into this battle. Going to be sending Gray a challenge real soon here. If you enjoyed the video, toss a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, because I've got a ton of more exciting content coming up. And yeah, just as usual, comment down below what you thought of the team. And stay hyped for the next, battles coming out tomorrow. After this is uploaded on, this is going up Saturday, battles going up on Sunday, so stay tuned for that. Stay hyped for that. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.